CCTV and the Wexford Missaukee Intermediate School District are proud to present Celebrating Success with your host Dave Cox, Wexford Missaukee ISD Superintendent. Join us monthly as we talk with people making a positive difference in our community.
Hi, I'm Dave Cox, Superintendent for the Wexford Missaukee Intermediate School District, and I welcome you to another edition of Celebrating Success. Celebrating Success is a unique show, and it's one of my favorite things I get to do each month. Because it's directed by, written by, produced by, the idea by students in the Digital Media Production Program at the Wexford Missaukee Career Tech Center. So, in short, what is happening today is we've got students behind the scenes operating the cameras, telling me what to do a little bit, counting me down, telling me when it's over, et cetera, et cetera. And we got students in the control room that are operating the controls, doing their magic, if you will, so the end show is perfect. So, but the real purpose of the show, besides obviously showcasing the students' opportunity in our digital media productions program and our partnership at NewsNet here, is bringing in a guest from our service area to talk about all the cool things that are going on, right? We're celebrating success. And today we have with us Dr. Randy Hill, who is the president of Baker College of Cadillac. Dr. Hill, thanks for joining us.
Thank you for having me, Dave. Appreciate it.
Excellent. So let's start at the beginning.
Yeah.
Tell us about Baker College, how it came to be here in Cadillac, because a lot of our viewers may know it, maybe drive by it every day, maybe don't understand it, but let's give them an opportunity to recognize it and celebrate some of the cool things going on.
Yeah, so first off, Baker College is a private, not-for-profit institution. We have 5 campuses throughout the state of Michigan. We're the most northern campus here in Cadillac. Baker's been around since 1911, started as Baker Business School. In Muskegon,
business
and then Flint.
Only,
yep,
okay.
Typically business classes.
And
of course,
1911.
1911, yeah. So obviously we celebrated our centennial there not too long ago. We've been in Cadillac since 1986.
86, year I graduated.
Special year for you, right?
Yeah, love it. That was
so,
a while ago.
And we started as a satellite of our Muskegon campus, kind of branched out on our own, and the campus that we're in now was built in 1991. So we've been
Beautiful
here.
campus, by the way.
Well,
Whatever you guys are doing.
Yeah, we have a fantastic. I want to give a shout out to our facilities team. They keep it looking brand new.
Your lawn too. I got to talk to them because we're always trying to compete with, because we're kind of kitty corner. And your lawn is so beautiful.
Well, thank you. Yeah. Again, I have nothing to do with the lawn. That's their team and everything they do, but they do a fantastic job.
The building itself, I was just in there. Was it last week for Rise Up?
Yeah, the Rise Up last week, and so we appreciate that. So we've been here for several decades now, and our building started small, and we've expanded it as our programs and our enrollment expanded over the years.
Excellent.
So
So how did you come to be in the seat of a president of, not that you know what I mean, tell us about that.
My journey here is kind of interesting. So I'm a K-12 teacher. I was a middle school science teacher for several years, and I worked in some nonprofits that teach kids about the environment and so forth, and just happened to see this in Cadillac back in 2008. So I've been here for 15 years.
Excellent.
And I saw a posting for the Dean of Education and Human Services, and I thought, I've always wanted to kind of go into a post-secondary environment, and like I said, I had that teacher background.
And where was that at? Where were you doing the teacher prep part? Where were you teaching at?
I was teaching in Florida. So I taught in Florida.
Are you from there?
I'm from Maine. Nope, I'm from Maine, and I did my student teaching in a small suburban school in Maine, and then I went down to Florida. So it was a unique experience.
My goodness.
Yeah.
You just happened to see a posting for Baker College of Cadillac.
Yeah. So long story short, my wife's family's from Mount Pleasant here in Michigan,
there's the connection.
and we wanted to be close to family. Sure. And we saw that posting. We thought, let's give it a shot. That's something I'd love to do and be a part of. So. I was offered the position, Dean of Education and Human Services, and then throughout the years, I was Dean of Health Sciences, I was Chief Academic Officer, Vice President of Academics, and then I've been the campus leader for about a year now. Yeah.
And we talked a little offline before we started, but if that gets old, I got a job for you, because I'm sure our local districts they're hurting for teachers. Educator shortages, is crazy. Is it the same in your arena?
I would say probably not to the same extent, but it is. Okay. So we rely heavily on adjunct faculty, and adjunct faculty are individuals who are still out in their career field, but teach for us, maybe in the evenings or on the side. If we have a need for adjunct faculty, it's sometimes hard to fill because of the shortages, but also the credentials that we require.
Sure, that's a good point.
So it can be difficult to fill some of those.
Good.
For
So
sure.
let's dive in a little bit here.
Sure.
So let's talk about, maybe you can go into both, you had mentioned how many, 5 campuses across the state? You can do the whole 5 campus umbrella, and then specifically what's going on in Cadillac.
You bet.
Program opportunities, let's start maybe locally. What opportunities do our viewers, if they weren't completely sure, can I go to Baker College? What programs do they have?
Yep.
And it's right here,
It's right here, in our backyard.
Talk about it.
Yeah, so talking about program, I'm just going to take a step back. So during the pandemic,
we
I
got to
know,
go
I
there?
didn't want to bring that
Okay.
up. The only thing I want to
Something
bring
came
up
out
about
of
that,
it.
something came out of
All
it.
right,
Exactly,
good.
yeah.
Yep.
So what came out of that for us is we started offering what we call online live classes.
Online live.
So it's online. So the flexibility of online, but it's like I think we all know Zoom, right?
Yeah,
Zoom
the
call.
Brady Bunch thing.
Yeah, the Brady Bunch
Yeah,
square. So
yeah.
it's like a Zoom call class,
Live.
right?
Live with that
live. So you
professor.
can see your professor live, fellow students, so you can interact with them, and it's at a set time, set day, but it's online. So it's that flexibility. So it's been so popular that we've actually kept that modality, even beyond
As
you
an
know,
option.
beyond pandemic, as an option. So at Baker, we offer online classes, completely what we call asynchronous. So it's not a set time. It's you just get on when it's convenient for you, and you can do your discussion boards and your assignments. And we offer the online live, and then of course we have face-to-face.
Okay.
So I always tell people who are interested, all the programs that we offer at Baker, even if we don't offer the entire program here in Cadillac, you can take a significant part of that program here because you can do it virtual.
Sure.
Right? You can take some of the prereq or general education classes here on campus. You can do some online or online live classes. And then you might have to go
And or mixture, right?
to another campus.
In
So you can do a
person.
mixture. Yeah.
So could you get a degree doing totally online?
Yes.
Live or online?
Yes,
What'd you call it?
Correct.
Asynchronous?
Online live or online. Yes,
Okay.
you can offer. We have programs that are completely online or a combination of online live.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
That's excellent. And that really helps the person who might be working, always thinking about, God, I should go back. I'd like to do it to
Exactly.
increase my potential of income, et cetera, et cetera.
Exactly.
That gives them that
And that flexibility, and that's what we
Yeah.
try to promote, that flexibility. And here in Cadillac, the programs that we have on campus are primarily health science. So we offer nursing, vet tech, surge tech, medical assisting.
Wow, quite a few.
Yeah, and then we also offer a unique program called mechatronics. And so that's a popular program as well.
And I'm familiar with, for the most part, with all that. So, but
Yeah.
those, to me, those are those programs that have a lab component.
They do.
So is that
And that's-
the reason why you can't
Yes,
replicate
you
some of
can.
that online?
Yeah, some of the obviously the labs and,
Sure.
and the hands-on experience. You have to be in the lab
Yeah.
to complete.
How
Yeah.
often is that? How often is a lab? Just curious.
For the students. They
Yeah,
do
if I'm
labs
taking a
weekly.
vet tech, how often do I have to be there versus, again, I'm assuming it's mixed a little bit. I can do
It
some
can be.
work online,
Yep.
but then every Thursday at 9 o'clock I have to go to the lab?
Typically.
Okay.
Once the students are in what we call the professional track, so once they do all their general education and they're typically there, not every day, but most days, because their classes and labs are on campus. But they can do a lot of that pre-program coursework online if they choose.
Nice.
Or they can come to campus and do that as well.
So if I'm looking for a program that Baker has and I don't necessarily, if I go to, do I go to your website or is
Yes.
there, and if I don't,
Yes.
if I don't see it, but can I see the other ones that might be available in Owasso
You
or
sure
wherever?
can. Yep, you can see
Okay.
all the programs and you can see where they're located.
Wonderful.
So again, like if I'm interested in, I'm just going to make this up, physical therapy assisting, which is a popular program we
Sure.
have. We offer that in Muskegon, we offer that in Owasso. So students here, and this is a common practice, will take a lot of the prereqs or the general education that they need and then maybe go to one of those campuses that have housing and they stay in the housing and
sure.
complete the program.
Sure. Now, do you guys have housing, right? You
We
got
do.
the dorms I know behind you. You got some facility downtown. Beautiful facilities.
Thank you. Yeah,
Again.
we have the downtown housing that has 32 student capacity, and then
32, wow.
and then we have the on-campus housing, which was built right after like 2015-ish,
Okay.
and that has 48 students. So we can have 80 students.
So people may
at
not know
max
that,
in our
that
housing.
Baker has dorm ability, right? I mean,
Right.
that's,
Yeah.
in Cadillac. Cadillac's not a small,
Right.
not big either, right?
Right.
By any stretch of imagination, but that's neat.
Yeah, and it's beautiful housing. You know, a lot of amenities included, and it's $2,300 a semester. So it's relatively inexpensive for students to stay in our housing.
That's excellent.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
what's new on the horizon for Baker as far as any any programs you're looking at, kind of keeping up with what the demand is? Of course, the demand's pretty diverse right now.
Yep.
Everybody's hiring something.
Yes.
So just curious if there's anything on the horizon new.
I think so. I mean, nothing really identifiable yet, but what we have a new leadership team at the Baker system, and so we're actually right now doing a deep dive into the programs specific for each area. So we always say what's unique or what's needed in Cadillac might not be what's needed in Royal Oak, which is our newest campus is in Royal Oak. So we're going to take a look at each campus, look at the needs, the demographics.
And you have that flexibility to do maybe something that's unique to Cadillac.
We do.
Or the Northern Michigan.
We do. And that's exactly what we're looking at. One of the things we always try to tell people is we're the only 4-year university basically from here to the bridge. Right?
Yeah.
So all in Northern Michigan. So we have opportunities to meet the needs of industries and employers right here in our backyard.
It's funny you mentioned that because our service area, we don't have an umbrella of a community college, right?
Right.
So and then a lot of people think that Baker is a community college. You're not, but you're a college and a 4-year. I can get a bachelor degree or even higher, correct? I get a master's degree.
Yeah.
At Baker
So
College.
that's a misconception that sometimes we have to is that we are a university. So we offer certificates, associate degrees, bachelor's, master's degrees, and currently we have one doctoral degree in business that you can do completely online.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's excellent.
Yeah.
That's a good point because you are a university. Yeah.
Yep.
And we have other, you got Ferris to the south. We got West Shore, which is a community college,
Correct.
and Northwest.
Michigan College.
Yeah,
there
up in Traverse City. Yeah. Do you guys work together too as far as partnerships?
Yeah,
Maybe,
we do. We work with a lot of these local schools, especially with articulation agreements. So it's sort of like, okay, if you get your 2-year degree there, that 2-year degree will come to us as an associate degree, and then you can complete a bachelor's with us.
Excellent.
So
you said articulation, and I think you can explain it a little bit, but let's do it a little slower for me.
Yes.
Articulation agreement is what?
It basically means we'll take all of your credits. Like you sign it, we're going to take them as is.
So if I went to Ferris State University and decided I'm done for now, or I wanted to transfer, you would accept that or not?
Maybe so more for like the 2-year community colleges.
Got it.
So like if you complete an associate degree at West Shore,
got it.
that they could bring that to us, and we would take all those
Those
credits.
2 right on top of that
and
for your
that would
bachelor's.
stack into
Very nice.
hopefully a 4-year program.
That's excellent.
That we have.
That is excellent.
Yeah,
How
and it's
about-
kind of win-win, right? For
absolutely.
everyone involved, because
Absolutely.
we're just helping students expand their education.
I love it. And I just love the online stuff too, because it creates
Yes.
opportunity. I don't have to travel. You know what I mean?
Don't have to
and I
travel.
can get that degree, which is super valuable.
And flexibility.
So-
And we know now more than ever people are working, you have families, you have other
Life.
life.
Life is
Life
happening.
is there and it doesn't go
It is,
anywhere.
it is.
So we try to work around that
Good.
for sure.
Excellent. And I love the hands-on. Being a CT background, I love those programs that that are the hands-on. I was a learn by doing, but you have that opportunity for that. It doesn't mean they're going to, so that's great. So let's talk about at the high school level. Do you have opportunities for students that sit in high school to get big credit?
We sure do. Yeah, so we have a very strong, what we call Running Start. Running Start is the program, it's kind of the branding of all the opportunities that we offer for high school students to get credit, college credit, while they're still in high school.
When do they start?
They can start,
Just curious.
they could start as a freshman. Typically, most of our students start as juniors, but sophomores as well. We have, and they can, the great thing is I always say, this is free college for
say
parents.
that again?
Free. And can
Free.
I say that? I'm going to
Free.
say that a lot.
Free college
all over.
credit.
Yes.
Love
So
it.
free college. So
awesome.
students come to us and they can take just classes. The state will pay for up to 10 classes that you can take. Very popular for us is what's called the Michigan Transfer Agreement. So students will take 10 basically general education classes, meet that Michigan Transfer Agreement, and then those will transfer to basically any institution in the state of Michigan, basically no questions asked, because we're part of that Michigan Transfer Agreement.
Yeah, you all have agreed that you're going to take
they've all
each
agreed
other's.
that, yes.
Goes both ways.
Goes both ways. We also have something called an early middle college, which I know you're familiar with at the ISD.
I'm going to have to pause you there, though. How does a parent know about this? If I've got a sophomore in high school right now, how do I know? How do I get involved in that?
Yeah, so definitely can go to your local school and ask questions about that. We're actually doing more of like
Like
this.
the counselor, probably?
The counselors, we all work closely with the counselors. This Thursday, and we're going to be doing more of these, but this Thursday we're doing a parent informational virtual session.
Ooh.
So we're going to start doing more of those where it's just a Zoom. If you're a parent interested, hop on for an hour, and we're going to talk to you all about the free opportunities.
Excellent. Would something like that be recorded if they couldn't get
Yes,
to it?
and we're going to record it.
And then they could share that link with the schools.
Yep, and again, a parent can reach out to Baker anytime and just say, hey, I watched this segment, and they talked about free college, and I'm interested in that.
Yeah.
Reach out to us anytime. Be happy to talk more about that.
How about options? Is it limited to a certain extent, or can I pick anything for those 10 classes? Just curious.
Essentially anything. We try to keep them to the lower level, like the 1,000, 2,000 level classes. Because they're high school, we want to make sure that they're kind of easing their way into college coursework and so forth. We want to make sure that they're courses that are transferable or stack into a degree.
That's a good point, because I'm thinking about classes like maybe psychology or sociology may be required for just about any degree of any school. Take those classes.
A lot of students, those are the popular ones. The Englishes, the maths, the psychologies, the ones that exactly, because a lot of students, and I was the same way. When I'm a sophomore, junior, I didn't really know what I wanted to do.
I didn't either.
And it changed, even when I thought I did. I'm still trying to figure it out. No. But, so that's why we say, you can take some of these general education classes now that will go into any degree.
Awesome.
And some students are like, I'm not sure if I want to go to college. Well, take the classes now.
Put them in your pocket.
Put them in your pocket. You may not want to go now. Maybe 5, 10 years down the road, you might, and you should be able to use those credits for whatever you want to go for.
So are those online, or are those in person, or is it
both?
Both.
Both. We offer on like I said, on campus, online, or that online live.
That's wonderful.
Yeah.
That's
so
great.
it's a lot of different options there, and so I think what we want to do is more just get the word out. Like you said, like how do we let parents know exactly? Because I know I have a son who's going into his sophomore year. And so, I'm going to encourage him to do this. It's a great opportunity for families and for the students themselves.
It is, and that kind of hits my heartstring and my love for Baker College. As my son went through what you were just about to talk about a little bit ago. So I'm going to turn that back over to you, the early middle colleges.
Yeah, so another opportunity that we have under this Running Start umbrella is something we call early middle college. So juniors who are part of a state-sponsored, CTE program can enroll. And so what they do is junior and senior year, they take college classes, just like I just explained, right? They might come to campus online. We might have an instructor go to them, but they get college credit. Now, what they do is after their senior year, they delay their high school graduation 1 year, and they take what's called a 13th year. And during that 13th year, they come to campus or take online classes. And at the end of the 13th year, they get an associate degree or up to 60 credits, transferable credits.
60?
Up to 60.
Or an
associate degree.
For how much does it cost?
Free of charge.
Free.
Does not cost the family. Free.
That's phenomenal.
So we always encourage, that's such a great opportunity for students and parents, because to be able to earn a credential, a college degree. And college is expensive all across the board. So to have this opportunity is fantastic, and we try to promote that as much as we can.
I'm personally,
and I have to say to you, Dave, we have such a great partnership. We have students that take advantage of that at the ISD.
I love it. And more. We'll take more, right?
Yeah.
We'll take more.
Well, you bet.
It's such a unique opportunity. And when you think about it, you're getting that associate degree 1 year out of high school, right?
Yes.
And then my son went through the public safety program. It was interesting because his 13th year, he spent a semester with you.
Yes.
And then he spent a semester at Kirtland Community College. What a partnership.
And we have a great partnership there, because that's part of our law enforcement, our criminal justice with the law, the police academy.
17 weeks, he became a state certified police officer. Wexford County deputy at the age of 19.
Yeah, and he's doing phenomenal. So
and now he's a conservation officer up in Antrim. It just blows my mind because he still looks like he's a sophomore. But the opportunity then, what he did and what anybody could do then is, what do you call it when you because he took his associate and he took it to Ferris to get his criminal justice bachelor.
Yeah,
3 years out of high school.
So he transferred. Yeah, he took his classes and they transferred to Ferris. So
I love it.
Yeah,
absolutely love it.
And we have students that. Obviously, we want to encourage them that we're one option to continue with us, but we know that you may go elsewhere. I know of a student personally, a family friend, who took all of that. Remember I mentioned the MTA?
Yes.
And then so they went to Grand Valley and they started as a sophomore. So they already got 1 year under their belt, like I said, free of charge.
Free of charge.
And so that's just those type of stories is because, like I said, we would love to have students, and we offer lots of programs for students to continue with us. But we also want students just to be successful. We want to prepare them for college, prepare them for life. and give them opportunities to be successful. So that's what we're trying to do and help out families and students do that.
I think you're doing a fantastic job.
Yeah, thank you.
Do you also have students that jump from campus to campus as far
We
as?
do.
Might get into something, which I think I
Yes.
did. I started out in a pathway and changed.
Yes.
And went from Green Bay, Wisconsin to Marinette, was different. It was a technical college, but is that an opportunity as well?
It sure is.
Yeah.
You bet. Like I said, we have some programs that are just specific to specific campuses. And a lot of times we'll have students in some of our intro classes where they say, hey, wait a minute, I didn't realize you had occupational therapy assisting. I'll use as an example.
Sure.
So we'll talk to them more about that, show them which campuses it's located. And again, they might go to stay in one of our housing units and go to another campus to finish.
Excellent.
Yeah.
I know
Yeah.
you and I talked, it might have been offline too at some point, going back to our beginning of our conversation about that teacher shortage.
Yes.
Does Baker have, or are they looking at teacher ed? Just curious.
I think it's on the horizon. So we did have a strong
Elementary ed, I believe,
program in the past, and because of student demand and certain other concerns, we stopped offering that program for now. But like I mentioned before, we're going to be looking at all kinds of programs and things to meet the needs of our local communities. So we're going to be taking a look probably at that one too. Yeah.
Do some of your programs require internships, and if so,
Yes.
can they be paid during that period of time?
They can.
So
Yep,
they
they
make
can
some
be
money?
paid, and our health science programs offer what we call clinicals. So they'll go into the hospitals or the vet settings,
Sure.
and they'll do their clinical hours. So all of our programs offer that hands-on experience out in their career field. Yeah, so it's a great opportunity.
It really is.
Yeah,
It really is.
yeah.
Anything else? This is your opportunity to tell our.
Oh.
What else can you tell us that's going on? That's
I can tell you a few things for
Please,
sure.
absolutely.
How much
yeah.
time do I have? No,
Just keep
I'm
going.
kidding.
They haven't given me any notices yet, so just keep going.
One of the things that I wanted to share is we're offering something right now called the Be Free Tuition Guarantee.
Be free.
Be Free.
You mentioned free a lot.
Yes,
So
I'm
that's
going to
good.
throw free out
I
there.
think
I
free's
got
good.
another
Free.
free one after
Okay,
this too.
good,
But
good.
what we're doing is for upcoming graduates, 2023, and all the way back to
Might be some of these folks.
yeah, and all the way
Right
back to
back behind the
2020 and so forth, we have opportunities for the Be Free tuition. So for base tuition for certain programs, you can get 4 years of your tuition covered free of charge.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's awesome.
Yeah, yeah. So there is criteria that I do recommend going to our website to take a look at. I know it's, you have to complete the FAFSA, which is the federal, student aid.
Yep.
And you have to be a Michigan resident and so
Okay.
forth. But yeah, I just recommend our viewers to go to our website, take a look at the criteria.
What's
and
the website?
just www.baker.edu.
www.baker.edu. That's
Yes.
their website.
Yes.
Excellent.
Yes.
And it's called
The Be Free Tuition Guarantee.
Be Free
Yes.
Tuition Guarantee.
So can cover the base tuition for programs up to 4 years, and if you qualify.
Yeah. We
so
certainly should try.
So just take a look.
Yeah.
And again, you can call us, talk to our admissions team, and they can walk you through it and talk to you about
Excellent.
it.
So if I qualify, can I put it on hold, or is it you got to do it that year, like next fall?
Then you'd have to do it next
kick it in.
next year.
Keep
Mhm.
going. Why not?
Yeah.
Is there a minimum
Yep.
courses I'd have to take? Can I take 6 credit, 10 credits?
I don't believe there is.
So I
think,
can take a
yeah,
few just to
yeah.
dip my toes in
Yeah,
it?
yeah,
You know?
Yeah, but
Okay.
again, just all the criteria is on the website. So
Love it.
yeah.
Love it. There was another one, never free.
You know another one.
All
Yeah,
right.
there's also potential for free housing.
Free
so I
housing.
mentioned we had housing.
Yes.
And
How many
again,
total units did you say? I'm surprised I didn't read
we have
that.
80. We can house 80 students. But yeah, there's a chance if you take most of your classes on a campus and you meet certain criteria, you can have your housing free. Wow. Yeah,
Wow.
which is a great deal.
I mean,
So-
housing, you think of the Michigan State or the U of M, I can't
Yeah.
imagine what those housing units cost, right?
Yeah, and it's just it's
and then
just
food on top of
another
that.
cost for families, right? And so again, you have to meet certain criteria, but I encourage families to go out and look for that because
Absolutely.
we'd love to be able to offer that. So
Absolutely.
yeah.
Is there a food plan too, or not necessarily?
Not a food plan
Okay.
because our units are fully kitchen,
Oh, they're like
kitchens,
studios, where-
everything
yeah.
exactly. So
Like
students
apartment more than-
exactly.
more than-
They-
I'm thinking dorm. Ugh.
They are, and they're
Yeah.
extremely. I'd love to show you one because
Yeah.
they're very nice. But
Awesome.
yeah, so students just buy their own food and they can cook whatever they want, and yeah.
Is there an application process for those too?
Yes.
Okay, so it's
Yes.
not just anybody?
Yep, you got to
Okay.
apply for housing, and again, that's right on our website.
Okay.
So
Excellent.
yeah, absolutely. So
What else? Anything else? This is your opportunity.
Yeah.
You've mentioned free a lot, so again, I can't, again, as a recipient of that, as a
Yeah,
parent of my
right.
son, I love it.
well, I love just the opportunities that we can offer and provide for families
Yeah,
and students.
right here.
Another thing that we're doing right here on the Cadillac campus is something called our First Generation program. So we're doing that so students who are first generation,
First generation meaning
college.
I would be the first student to go to college from my family.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah, so
Is that free?
Well, kind of.
Okay.
So,
the barrier of cost of,
yeah, so students in local schools, first generation students, can go into this program that we have starting, I believe, sophomore year, and they come to campus once a month. And during that time, they learn about different career paths. They learn about just how to be successful at college, how to be successful in life, right? Just different strategies and
certainly help with the dropout piece
exactly.
of it, because that's always there.
Exactly.
Especially and again, what I think is a whole other benefit of Baker College of Cadillac is if I'm from a rural small district, I'm not going to East Lansing.
Right.
I'm going to be much more
Might want to
comfortable.
stay here.
Yeah.
Right. So, but anyway, so if you go through this program and you stick with it, say sophomore year, junior year, senior year, you can get a scholarship up to $2,000, I believe, a year.
Okay.
For if they come to Baker to help for their education.
That's
so hopefully if they came to us, they'd get a discount financially, but also be prepared, we hope, for college and life after high school.
And if it doesn't cover it all, there's always the opportunity for student aid.
And we have, and again, I encourage go to our website because we have lots of scholarship opportunities for students.
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah, and
so many that aren't filled. I hear that every year about scholarships weren't taken. What? And I see some of that at our career center. So make sure you students behind these cameras and in that control room get your scholarship stuff in, because they go untaken, unused.
Yeah, because they don't know about them.
They don't. Right? It's too much. It's not too much.
And there's so many opportunities. And we offer a lot of internal scholarships for students that apply to Baker. So again, take a look at our website because there's a lot of opportunities there.
www.baker.edu.
Yes.
Right?
That is it.
That's it. Anything else?
No.
This has been wonderful.
Well,
again, I knew some of it, but I just
Yeah.
learned some more. Again, another reason we are so blessed to have Baker College in our community. It's right kind of across the street at a little bit of a kitty corner of the ISD, and we love and value our partnership.
I was just going to say that. We have a great
bless you,
partnership.
man.
Thanks
Thank
for
you,
having us.
Dr. Hill.
And I was going to
Appreciate
say, just if anyone has any questions, go to our website, but they can call us, stop by anytime.
Anytime. This is the last edition of Celebrating Success. Special guest, Dr. Randy Hill from Baker College of Cadillac. Please check it out. Thank you very much. Take care.